Welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Yashi and I'm doing my third year in VIT Vellore. So as the title suggests, I'm not going to provide you any statistical data of VIT because you can actually get all the data on VTOP, and the small things like how you're graded, how your VITEEE marks are allotted are given over there. The fact that how do you get your rank and everything is totally dependent on their system, which they do not let it out. So please stay away from false information and do not trust any counseling agencies which say that we'll ensure your seat in VIT. Please, because VIT has a very simple path to give VITEEE, and there are few courses which do not require VITEEE. Like I'm doing multimedia and animation, I do not have an entrance test. It was totally based on my previous board examination, which might have changed by now. And there are few courses which require additional examinations. So please go through the guidelines before you apply for it. So VIT is a very simple roadmap. You give a VITEEE, you get your rank, and as suitable, you'll be provided with a list whichever course in whichever branch you're eligible for. If you're interested, you pay and you go for the counseling, and then if you're fit enough, which usually you will get through it. So through the counseling process, you'll get your whatever rank you have. Let's assume you have an X rank and you get into X category. So you just pay and you get into VIT now at this point. Now, the fact that you're in VIT changes a lot of things, guys. So as VIT say, a place to learn and a chance to grow. I truly believe in it, and I'll genuinely let you know why I am really happy with this college and a lot of things. So let's just start the video. You can just skip the intro. Sorry. The hostel life of VIT is quite happening. For girls, if you have theme DJ night, for guys, you have football or different sports finale screening. Girls might have different movies open screening. You might have inter-hostel competitions. So combining this, the hostel life is really worth experiencing. Talk about the mess. The guys have an upper hand, because if you see the girls' menu and if you compare it both, girls' special mess would have one or two items which are just added on, and the price of the mess is quite visible. But for the guys, if you see, they have a huge variety, and one of the hostel even provides with the system wherein you can pay and eat in the monthly duration. You have to pay and then you can just change your menu every time, every meal, and the amount of food you want, the amount, the quality, the quantity, everything you can decide. But that's not for all the hostels, guys. So please check it out. Talking about the academics, the guys and the girls have the same opportunities, but here comes the difference. If you're from a different branch, and let me talk about that, BTech also does not have the same FFCS system applied all across the branches. If you see, computer science with business studies does not provide you with a concurrent FFCS. Please understand that they do provide you with this very basic structure of FFCS, but you do not get to choose a lot of teachers and a lot of your timetable. And if you come to my branch, which is multimedia and animation, you do not get to choose anything for all of the 3 years except the last semesters. You have been assigned by the teachers and by the HODs, so all the subjects and your credits have been handled by them. But again, if you're someone who is aiming for CS and any other specialization, so you'll have the FFCS. So the girls and the guys are the same scope. If we talk about the outing time and the permission, the guys again get an upper hand. So if we see the girls, they have very strict rule. I myself have been my outing has been blocked. So for girls, the end time is 7 o'clock from the main campus, and then in the hostel area it's 8:30. So if you're a bit late and if you exceed the time limits on any of the doors, you have to pay a fine which might range from 50 to 150 or the rules depending on whenever you're joining VIT. And for the guys as well, it applies the same, but at times they are a bit lenient. If we talk about the dressing code of girls and guys, the guys get an upper hand again. There is this one rule which is applicable for both the guys and the girls, that they're supposed to be in a proper clothing when they enter the academic blocks. You cannot be in shorts or something which is very flashy or something which is inappropriate and which does not follow the code of conduct of dressing, the rules of dressing. So you cannot enter the academic block. But there's again an exception which lets the guy win. So the guys can wear shorts inside the VIT campus, that is anywhere except the academic block. But for girls, you can only wear it inside your hostel campus. Now I'll let you know into the reality of the girls' hostel. There will be a warden sitting just on the ground floor on the gate of your hostel block, scanning you from up to down. And if your class begins at 8 and you're actually late, super late, you're rushing towards your class, she will still make you stop, scan from top to bottom, and she finds it really inappropriate. If anything, it can be as basic as that your sleeves of your shirt or top is just too big to expose much more required skin, or your frock is very flowy. If a wind comes, it can be anything. So girls, do not take a risk because you might miss your class due to it. If we talk about one more privilege that guys get in addition to everything here, is that whenever your attendance is taken for the hostel, for girls you need to assemble to the ground floor wherever the place is there to punch in their fingerprints and get the attendance of the hostel. But whereas for guys, the warden comes into your room and you have to be in your room at that time. If you're not there, they'll actually panic. So you have to be in your room, they'll come and take attendance over there. Whereas for girls, you have to go there, down, and if you miss your attendance, they'll call you. They'll come to your room, and then they'll ask you to come down and give your attendance. So that's one of the things. I don't think it really matters, but I just felt it should be addressed. I hope this segment was helpful, and if it was, please hit that subscribe button because I'm going to bring much more vlogs of VIT. I'm going to show you the NGV blog. I'm going to show you the classrooms and everything else. And please hit that like button, please share it with your friends, and if you have any other doubt and if I can be of any other help, please put your comments down or DM me or anything, but please hit that subscribe button.